Right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for waiting. Welcome to my channel. I've got a very special guest here today. I've got King Will Says, but wait, King Will, you changed your name, right?
I definitely have.
Okay, so talk about it. Why did you change your name? It's J.VERSEZ now, right?
Yes, that is my stage name, artist name.
Nice, nice. All right. So you do music, right?
Yes, I have.
Nice, nice. So how is that going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I think last year I signed a distribution deal with Empire Distribution, which was pretty
Okay.
big deal. But then the pandemic hit, so kind of had to backtrack on that. But the ball's still
Yeah.
rolling for my brand and stuff. So I'm excited.
Yay, I'm excited for you. So wait, that intro song that you use, is that you on there?
No, that's not me. That's actually a friend of mine. But
Oh,
I have my music on my channel. Um,
okay.
it's horrible putting music on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I just put it up there because people they like it.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome, Will. So I brought you on here because I want to talk about the Manosphere stuff, obviously, and why you left because you're no longer in the Manosphere, right?
That is correct.
So we're going to get into that. But before we do, I have to talk about the Michaelbjordan and Lori Harvey stuff, drama. So, what do you think about their relationship? Do you think it's like a real relationship?
Uh, I honestly don't know. I don't know too much about it. I've seen it here and there because I'm a busy guy these days, so I'm
You
not
don't
as
really mess with it.
connected. But one thing that I can say is that Lori Harvey likes her high status men. So
She likes her high status man.
it might not last.
It might not last. Yeah, and okay, so I was watching this. I don't know if you know this YouTuber. Her name is Impressive, the Impressive channel. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she was saying how it's really popular. It's a big like gossip channel, but she was saying how she thinks that this relationship is like a publicity stunt. And because Michaelbjordan has like his fan base is mostly black women. So she was saying he's probably trying to capitalize on that. I think so. Because like Lori Harvey has been linked to everybody in the industry. Like what makes him so special? You know what I'm saying? And like what makes her so special. So I think this might be a publicity stunt. And we all know Michaelbjordan likes white girls. Okay, so
The chat says I'm echoing. You got your speakers up?
let me see. Maybe.
Because I think the speakers are picking up on the microphone when I talk.
Okay. Let me put myself on mute and you talk.
Is there any echoing now, people? No. Oh, okay. I don't even hear it. Well, I don't think that Michaelbjordan. Well, I mean, he likes his white girls. He likes an assortment of women. That's how I would put it. He likes his assortment of women. I'm pretty sure there's a sprinkle of black women in there. But it is really interesting, though. I can see why there's controversy and there's conspiracies and things like that for the simple fact that, yeah, Michaelbjordan, what, he's 33 now, right? 33 or something like that. So, and has never been connected to any woman, ever. He's actually kept any women that he's dealt with on the low because I mean, of course, high status man, definitely in his prime in his career, so he definitely has his pick of women, but he's never went public before. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a purpose thing, and I don't know. I'm really more interested in the fact of why Lori Harvey though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like because he has been, he has been linked to some women. I don't know. He was linked to some model, some white girl. So they captured him on a boat, you know, with this white girl, and like a lot of black women got upset, angry. So yeah, he's been linked to different, you know, white girls. But I don't know. I just think it's weird because Lori has been. Wait, isn't Michael B. Jordan friends with Diddy? And Lori was with Diddy. So I'm just like, something's just not adding up there.
Well, the entertainment industry is a very small place, so sharing is a thing. Same men date the same women is a thing because it's only such a small circle. And there's only a small circle of women that are allowed in that small industry when it comes to dating, because we see it all the time. I mean, Amber Rose, how many guys who run in the same circle has Amber Rose dated in the past? A lot. So it's always one girl. I don't know. It's like it's the it girl. It's like every couple of years, it's that one it girl that every guy has to have in the industry.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not hating on it. I mean, she's living her life. You know what I mean? Like, she's dating. I mean, I understand some men are like, oh, she's, you know, she's passed around. She's been like, you know what I mean? But she's living her life. She's doing her thing, you know? She's in her 20s. What are you supposed to do in your 20s? You're supposed to date and figure out what you like. Right?
Hey. Do you, Lori Harvey? I have no issues with that as whatsoever. Because I mean, she's a beautiful woman, so she's gonna have her pick of the litter. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know why anybody should get crazy about it. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I mean, you know, women are gonna do what they want to do. So
yeah, and you know what? It was rumored that Michael B. Jordan was dating Lupita Nyong'o. Do you know her? She was in Black Panther with him.
It's a lot of ladies in Black Panther.
It was the main one, the main girl. She was
oh, my
yeah, Lupita. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. You know, really, really dark skin, short hair.
Yeah, my
she's
type.
Really, huh?
Yes.
That's your
yeah. If I wasn't happily in a relationship, I would take that down. Definitely, if I got the chance. Yeah, no. Oh, really? I didn't know that was a rumor.
Yeah, it was a rumor, but it was just a rumor because, you know, our community, you know, we experience that light skin versus dark skin bull crap, and it's just so annoying. And, you know, so are you still with your girlfriend, the dark skin girl?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, that's so sweet. So you told me at one point she experienced that, like that colorism stuff, right?
Yeah, she did.
So, and like, you know, I just hate when people try to debunk that because it is a thing. And I think, so the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, you know, some of the blogs were saying black women is like, oh, it's a win for us because Michael B. Jordan is with a black woman, but technically she's racially ambiguous.
Lori Harvey is racially ambiguous.
Yeah. Right. She's not a Lupita, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? So is it really a win for us? You know, like
she fits the stereotypical criteria for the trophy woman. Well, in the black community, light skin, very fair skinned to light skin. Yeah, just has those features of what is. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it is what it is, right? Let me see what you guys are saying. What is he saying? Lori Harvey is a walking STD. Why is she a walking STD? Just because she's dating around? Now, this is what I will say about that. I will say, like, I don't agree with her dating within this friend circle, right? Because she dated Diddy, she dated Future, she dated Trey Songz, like, she's dated the friend circle. So I don't agree with that part. You know what I mean? Like that's a little risky and tricky for me.
Only in the entertainment industry that is okay. Only in the entertainment industry.
I know. So anyway, so enough about that stuff. So, it is what it is. But we'll see how long it lasts,
I don't think too long. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a breakup within at least by the end of the year.
I know, right? Like somebody's gonna promote a movie. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they're in a movie together, to be honest.
I didn't know Lori Harvey was into acting. I don't know what she does, to be honest to you. I don't know.
She's Steve Harvey's daughter, and she's an influencer. Okay, because an influencer is a job.
That's a job.
These girls make money. Will.
I wish I was a woman. So easy. So I wish I could just go around and say I'm an influencer.
I mean, I wish I could just like get my body done and like, show my butt and all that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. So we're the good girl. I'm a good girl over here.
That's what you keep saying, Brandy. Ever since I met you, that's what you've been saying.
You know. That's right. We've had our exchanges. What is Marcus saying? Marcus says, I'm just glad Janae isn't. Oh, come on.
Wait. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
Marcus.
Shout out to Mark. Yeah, Marcus 912. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 for that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Be nice, Marcus. Let's be nice, okay?
I have not forgotten about your kick.
It's all in good fun, right? It's all entertainment.
Man. Okay.
So let's switch topics, Will. Let's get into some good. Okay. So one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on is because I wanted to kind of talk about the Manosphere because that world is new. It's new to me. I learned about it joining Black YouTube. So I'm still trying to learn about it and kind of figure it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you were Red Pill, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so now you are no longer Red Pill. You are done.
Well, that's not how it really works. I am still Red Pill.
Okay.
Still Red Pill, but I am not of the culture as far as a content creator. I don't make that content anymore. Too toxic, especially with what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make money, so I can't make. It's not necessarily really a place where you can have a brand outside of that and coexist while, because it's not a very understood community.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, it is very intense. And okay, so you're just not creating that type of content. So what do you mean? What type of content?
The complain about women every day. Every video is about women. If it's Black YouTube, it's always about Black women and how Black women are trash.
Yeah. And did you just get tired of that narrative? Because your girlfriend is Black, right? So obviously you found a good woman, and she's Black, dark-skinned Black.
Mm-hmm.
So that narrative doesn't fit you, right?
I grew out of it, well, for the simple fact that when I started making YouTube videos 2 years ago, it was all out of needing an outlet because I wasn't taking my music seriously at the time. But I'm a creative person, so I needed an outlet. So I figured make YouTube videos. I started off making NBA videos, kind of like essays, a lot of editing, a lot of work, but that was very short-lived because copyright is a fool.
Yeah.
Copyright is crazy. The NBA don't play. So yeah, my Xfinity was getting sending me emails talking about I'm doing something illegal or something because I kept getting so many copyrights claims. So I was like, okay, this is not the move for me. So then I found the Manosphere, and it just so happened around that time I was going through my horrible breakup from my son's mother, my ex-fiance, she fucked me over. For lack of a better term, she just screwed me over in the worst way. So I was hurting. I was hurting. I was in a healing process, and I have privated majority of my older videos, but there are some videos that do chronicle. You can kind of see me just kind of go from one phase to an angry phase to a phase of that. Yeah, no, I still like women. You know, I still like women. I like getting all on the softness. I still like women. So I still wanted to date women. But then I, started making that. And then yeah, it's just not me. It's just not me. So it just wasn't me anymore. And it really wasn't me. It was a version of me that was hurting and that was still angry. And I was working through that. So now I'm me. That's why I retired the name, King Will Says, because it's attached to a lot of that. And I just wanted to open the doors up for my brand now, which is J.VERSEZ. So
That's awesome, Will. I'm happy to hear that. So it's kind of like you've elevated a little bit, right? Like, you know, you've elevated who you are. You rise above, all that. That's good. So let me ask you this: have you gotten hate since you've kind of stopped making that sort of content?
I made a video. I privated that too because it was just it was. I made a video announcing that I was done making red pill content. I'm not a red pill content creator anymore, and I was just saying, hey, I'm starting my music career. I'm taking it seriously. I just signed this distribution deal, and I knew because I'm a smart person, I'm not dumb, so I know I was just like, okay, this is gonna affect my brand, what I'm trying to do. So I'm just gonna have to stop making that kind of content. And when I made that video got disliked hard. I got so many comments. You're gonna sell like 5 records and all kind of crazy stuff. And it's like, damn, dude, I ain't even disrespected. I ain't say I just said I wasn't gonna make it anymore. Yeah. Those guys. There's a level of toxicity. I won't keep that away because that's just a fact. Because you got guys that are very extremist in the manosphere. So
Yeah, and it is toxic. It's a part of it that's toxic. I mean, I understand where these guys are coming from? I do. But at the same time, we've all had bad experiences, right? Like, so my thing is that a reason to form a group to just bash, bash, bash? I don't necessarily agree with that. So you tell me if you agree with this definition, because I wanted to look up the manosphere because I wanted to understand it better. So let me read it to you. Let me find it here. And let me know what you think. Okay, so it says, the Manosphere is a collection of websites, blogs, and online forums promoting some forms of masculinity, hostility towards women, strong opposition to feminism, and exaggerated misogyny. The Manosphere has been associated politically with the far right and alt-right. I don't know what that means, but I mean, that's the definition. So that definition screams toxicity to me.
well, that definition only highlights one side. But of course, just like feminism, the extreme side gets highlighted more because you have some women that are balanced in their values with feminism, and also they're in that middle. So you got guys, because there are, but it's not too many of them. But that's one thing I can say: there is a renaissance happening. Because I do stay connected. I have some people that I have connected with personally from the manosphere that made sense to me. Not I couldn't connect really with the extreme stuff because I'm not an extreme person just to begin with. So, but there are more guys that are coming up that are making sense, and it's funny. I have more guys who still follow me, even though a lot of my viewers stop watching my videos because I don't make that content anymore. But there are ones that have stayed and they was like, yeah, well, you haven't seen me around that much, just for the simple fact that, yeah, I can't take the extreme stuff anymore. I kind of just had to step away and stuff. So yeah, that's there are guys who are there. They find it for the simple fact that it's kind of like a safe haven to be a man and not feel what is it, ostracized, attacked, or feel shame, because there are the extreme feminists that do spread a lot of propaganda, a lot of hate, and make you just feel bad for just existing and having a penis. And it's like, I didn't even do anything wrong, but you're kind of crucifying me just because I'm a man, and that's messed up. So and it's kind of like, that's part that, because that's what gets the clicks. That's the stuff that's in the headlines. That's what people see. So it's kind of like, dang, it sucks to be a man. Nobody wants me here. But then you find a manosphere where it kind of makes you feel good. Or maybe you did get hurt like myself and you find guys, because a lot of guys don't know that they get with really toxic women and they put them in these positions, and you don't know because you don't know the game. A lot of guys don't know the game. They don't know how to spot toxic women. They don't know how to spot the ones that are going to be the time wasters, the gold diggers. They don't know how to. The manosphere teaches you that, but it kind of lost. Some people get lost in the sauce and they get addicted to it and kind of, I don't know, fall over into extreme misogyny.
Yeah, yeah, all of that, that you said is I agree with. There are some women hating groups out there, you know what I mean? And we've all been hurt at some point in our lives, and it's up to us how we handle these situations, right? But for me, if I talk about a manosphere topic, right, then I get a lot of them coming to my channel, and you know why, because I've had some associations with some of the manosphere men. So they come to my channel and they bash me, and it's just like, dude, I'm not even like saying anything. So it's like, I'm just trying to understand, like,
it's your band of friends. It's your band of friends, Randy.
Yeah, but I just don't think it should be so triggering. But I digress. It is what it is. There's no arguing with them. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But so I think you kind of touched on this. But what was the reason again why you joined? You said because you had a bad experience with your ex, right? Who introduced you to the group?
Ooh. Well, it was a string of bad. Man, my dating life was crappy. I just kept choosing really, really bad women. Like, terrible. Bad choices. I'm transparent, so I can admit that. Like, I had some shitty dating choices and I paid dearly for it. And that started warping your perception. But it was my friend, actually, my best friend. He actually introduced me. It was Alpha Male Strategies was my gateway content creator to the world that is the manosphere. Yeah, it was just this big, light skinned, bald head, country sounding dude talking all this stuff. At first, it sounded ridiculous, but he was funny because there's things that's just so ridiculous, it's just funny. And it was like it was just entertaining. And then I just started watching more and more and more, and some of that stuff was making sense because in between the really extreme ridiculous statements he was making, in between the lines, it was making a lot of sense as far as the kind of nature of a lot of these toxic women that you run into. So yeah, like that's what got me hooked. I was like, okay, a lot of what he's saying is making sense because I'm really experienced with crazy toxic women. So it's like a lot of that stuff was connecting. And I just felt like I was learning a lot that I did not know.
Yeah, AMS is a funny guy. I've seen some of his videos. I'm just like, why? I think he made a video of something like, what was it? How to not fall for her, something like that. He makes all these like toxic videos or whatever. But yeah, he's entertaining, so I get it. But why? Okay, so why are most of the talking points or the content focused on like single mothers? Like, why are single mothers being bashed? Why, why are Black women being called swirlers when a lot of Black men date out? Like, there's a lot of hypocrisy in these talking points, right? Because there are a lot of single dads who are bad dads. You know what I'm saying? Anne, what's your point? Like, why are single mothers targeted? And some of these topics targeted.
For the simple fact that a lot of us Black men come from single mother households anyway. So, it's a lot of, well, the Black community is just toxic just in general. I mean, we all have our problems. There's a lot of double standards. There's a lot of hypocrisy on the women and men's side, and we got problems. The Black community is a dysfunctional place. So because we're coming from broken homes, most of us, we are coming from toxic homes, and a lot of these single mother homes are very toxic. And we kind of project that with some. I won't say all. Some of us just have bad experiences because we attracted. I don't know why, man. As us as men, as a man growing up young, when you're young, you just run into so many bad decisions so it kind of shapes your perception, or it's your mother shapes your perception because she was probably toxic, or she didn't set the best example, because that's the first woman you meet. That's the first woman you identify with, is your mother, is your aunts, is your grandmother. So if you're not getting a good example, then I mean, you kind of you go out what you are used to. Whatever is displayed, you're attracted. Like me, I was attracted to emotionally distant women, but that's because my mom was. My mom isn't the lovey-dovey type, so I was used to kind of that coldness, that kind of like tough love type of thing. That was what I was attracted to. That's what I was attracting. But I don't know the swirling and stuff like that. It's just there's double standards and hypocrisy. I mean, we're all living in a freaking hypocrisy at the end of the day. Everybody, white women, Latin women, Latin men, the world is one big fat hypocrisy. So yeah, but the problem is there's just a lack of accountability on both sides. So
Yes, Will, I'm glad you said that. It's so refreshing to hear a man say that. Because, we got to stop pointing fingers, right? I mean, both people have to take accountability on both sides. So, do you think that most men who are joining these groups, do you think that they lack the father in the home and they do come from broken homes? That's why they join?
I can only speak for me. I can't speak for most guys, but I know most of us in the Black community, we don't have a father in the house. That's almost a given. So it has something to do with that. But even the ones that do have fathers in the household, because the father probably didn't put his son on game, so you kind of go out there and you still get finessed by toxic women. So that happens.
Yeah, it definitely does. But I also think it's just important that it's important to just look inside yourself. And because I know Black men who came from struggle mode. I know Black men who came from nothing and they grew up to make something of themselves. So I just think it's up to the person. And as Black people, our Black community, we have to stop putting the blame on our circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep doing that.
But everything is learned behavior. We're learning this from our parents. We're learning this from our generations before us. I mean, toxicity is taught. It's not born within you. You're taught to be toxic because of your environment. You know, it's, I think, what is it called, nature versus nurture. So that's part of your environment, because it's a lot. I mean, most black most of the black community is coming from poverty. We're coming from the projects. You know, we're coming from the hood. We're coming from the ghettos. We're coming from inner city. Most of us, you know, unless some of us are lucky enough for our parents to come from a middle class. But when you're coming from that, it's kind of almost the default. You know, you're gonna kind of, because you're in those kind of environments, from your school, from your house. It's a lot of stuff going on. So we're just a dysfunctional community, and I have these conversations with my girlfriend all the time, because we just got to be more accountable and help each other out instead of tearing each other down, because black women tear black men down. Black men in turn tear black women down, because both of us are just at each other's throats, not appreciating one another because of whatever the case may be. And with the manosphere, I have to say, you got guys who genuinely are just looking for game. They're looking for advice. They're looking for a guide, somebody to give them the information that they didn't get when they were young, when they were growing up. Because, like I said, our dads are not in the house, or we do have a dad, he doesn't know anything, or he doesn't help you out. He doesn't give you that information. So when you start dating women, you just have bad experience after bad experience, and then you're kind of like, what can I do? And that's kind of what the manosphere offers. Like I said, it's kind of like a safe haven of information that is useful, but you got to be careful, because you have some guys that are actual misogynists, and they will, you know, push that misogyny in their message in their videos.
Yeah, and yeah, I hear you. That's funny you say that, because I do get emails and DMs about, I ask people to send me stuff like, what kind of content, would you like me to talk about, stuff like that. Because, I get guys at my DM, you're so pretty and stuff like that. And,
I'm
you're.
sure you do, Brandy. The thirst traps all over your Instagram.
Whatever. But, a lot of guys, surprisingly, want me to do videos about how to level up, how to be a better, person. I mean, I do get those requests. So,
Fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember Jessica X? I'm sure you're familiar with that name.
Yeah, Jessica.
So there's been some talk about her in the Manosphere and how she's kind of taken over. They're allowing a woman to lead their group. What do you think about all
that? What do they call that? I guess I can flip some terminology. That's what you call returning to the plantation. Man, it's very, Jessica X is yeah, she put up out of nowhere with her foreign voice and accent, and she just got a following very quickly. And it makes sense, because those are the ones that do the most well, is the ones that do come in and they do make the guys feel like she gets it. Be that if it's genuine, be that if it's disingenuous, I don't know, because I don't know Jessica X. So who knows? It's just kind of like the same thing where there's a lot of guys who are in the manosphere, but they're married. So I don't get it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I cannot speak on, but yeah, it's a woman with a pretty avatar picture, and guys, I don't know, it's kind of, a lot of guys are pathetic. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of guys are pathetic, because it's just all they could take is some breasts, some ass, and a pretty face, and they're worshiping their, I mean, that's why OnlyFans exist. I mean, God, it's really funny how a lot of guys, we were bitching and moaning and complaining about, oh, OnlyFans this and that. But I mean, it's men that's keeping these industries going. You know, you paying for the OnlyFans. Like, it's men. It's horny men, but you know, most men are not getting any, and that's kind of where that comes from. It's desperation, and it's really pathetic how desperate a lot of guys are just to get a whiff of something.
Well, that is so true and very well said. You guys, if you're watching, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got KINGWILLSAYS, aka J.VERSEZ. We're talking to about the Manosphere, about him switching up his content. No more Manosphere content for him.
Nope.
But yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, men are visual, right? And men are infatuated with looks, right? And as long as she's appearing to be a certain way, they're following her. And not to mention, she speaks very softly. She has a beautiful accent, you know? So, I mean, I'd probably follow her too, to be honest with you, you know, if I were a guy. But, I mean, it is what it is. She's, you know, but that just proves the point, right? That women rule the world, right? Right, Will?
Nobody should rule. Not one gender should rule. We should all be in harmony. Okay, that's what it should be, because these gender wars are stupid. All right, at the end of the day, they're freaking dumb. Because without man, there would be no world going anymore. Without woman, there would be no. If you take either of us out of the equation, hey, the world gonna cease to exist. We can't. We both make the world go around. That's how it's set up. But it's just ridiculous how you have both sides wanting to eradicate each other, and it's just so idiotic, and it irritates me. I hate stupidity. It's really stupid.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's silly. You know, I look at some of the content and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, why is this a thing? You know, like, I mean, I get it. A lot of it is highly entertaining. I find myself like getting caught up in some of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I really like O'Shea. Like, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Like, I love his content. It's so hilarious and so fun. Like, shout out to him because I know he's probably watching. Thank you, boo. But yeah, I think we need to look at a lot of it as entertainment. And I think it's important to just look inside ourselves and try to figure our own shit out, you know? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is, you know, these people have to go home and live real lives. You can't live on YouTube. You know what I mean?
That's true, but you got a lot of people that do try to live their life. Try to live that. Who is this? BMT Business Minded Talk. I must be getting old. He's not. Oh, hey man, look, I didn't get big enough because I'm too balanced at the time. I don't lean too hard to one side. I don't go too hard. I don't I don't have the lingo. I am not Ramil. Shout out to Ramil. That he's cool. He's a cool guy. Really intelligent guy, but I never went as hard as the Ramils or the Solos. So I didn't blow up like a Steph is cold, all this stuff, just for the simple fact I didn't go like raw hard because that's just not my personality. It's like I'm not an extreme person. So that's why you probably didn't get a whiff of me. But that's totally fine. I didn't want to get too big in that anyway. I think that was for a reason, because my talent is music. So that's what's going to get my trajectory going.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Your focus is music, and I think that's really good. I think you should focus on your talents. I think more people should do that. You know, instead of focusing on things. And I talked about this in my last video. I created like a black male YouTubers you should follow. And, you know, I just kind of put together some black male YouTubers I really like. And, you know, that promote like healthy relationships between black people and promote like leveling up and things like that. Because I think it's important, especially after the year that we've had. You know, 2020 was crazy. Who knows what 2021 is going to look like? So I think mental health is a big thing too. Like you have to focus on your mental health. You have to focus on your well-being here. So
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because a lot of guys in the manosphere need to really, really break away from the content, because you have some people that do just consume this every day, and end up. I actually made a video on my I think I didn't private that one. I think it's still up on my channel, to where I titled it, "Is the manosphere really helping men, or is it just making them paranoid?" I made that video because that was around that time where I was not driven by my anger and stuff towards my situation, and kind of projecting it, and I kind of was just kind of taking a turn, and I was like, just a lot of I'm just seeing a lot of paranoia. Same thing with the extreme feminists do it too. They push this propaganda, and it's totally false. Some of it has truth in it, but a lot of it is just totally false. It's just so personal. It's not even relevant to everybody. It's just they're so passionate and they push it so hard that people that do listen internalize. They internalize what that person is feeling from what they went through. It's not really genuinely their feelings and stuff like that. Because maybe they did have a situation. So we got to be careful. And I also just saying a lot of guys need to be careful in the manosphere, because a lot of people are prone to follow. A lot of people have a sheep mentality. They're prone to following just about anything.
yeah, and it's it's so sad because these men, they come to my channel and they bash me. I don't give a shit. I don't care what they say. But it's just sad because I know it's coming from a place of pain. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of let it roll off because, okay, whatever. But yeah, I think it's important for, what did they say? I'm sorry, I'm reading what BMT remember when Brainy came. Yeah, I think it's important for everybody to work on themselves and not stop this toxic behavior. And, there is no reason for it. What did TK the Goat say? So he says more men of all races are waking up to the true nature of women, and you'll see more male-dominated platforms growing. What is the true nature of women?
Finessing, scamming. That's at least the modern woman today. At least, I mean, my age group. I mean, I'm 26, about to be 27 next month. So it's more scamming, pay to play, all this other stuff. Gimme, you gotta pay the toll to just like take me on a date, or get in line, take a number, because I got like 40 dudes in my phone that are hitting me up on a daily basis. I mean, I'm still red pill. At the end of the day, I'm still red pill. I'm still hip to a lot, and it's true though. I mean, I see it every day with women I know. They on Tinder acquiring 4 different dudes, and yeah, they just juggling them like is anything. It's like it's nothing. But I mean, the only guys that are coming through are the nice guys. I used to be a nice guy. I mean, I still can for the most part. I'm just not gullible. There's a lot of guys who come to the manosphere are gullible, nice guys who just got played too many times, and now they're just like at their wits end with it, and it's just like they're like bucket at this point.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, but you can say the same thing for women too. I've certainly had my fair share of being hurt by men, but I'm not gonna bash my black men, or I'm not gonna bash any man. So, but everybody, I realize everybody handles things differently, and I realize a lot of. Do you think there's more younger guys in the manosphere, or is there more older guys, or do you think there's a mixture of both?
It's definitely more older.
Is it?
and a
Okay.
little bit. It's definitely more older guys that are
That's
residing
shocking.
there.
I would have thought it would be
It's
more
more
like,
younger ones that are coming up. The
yeah.
percentage of younger guys are coming up, but it's definitely I just in a lot of the lives that I've seen, and it's a lot of more older men in their 30s, 40s that are really in the like a lot of guys in the manosphere that listen. I had a guy under my one of my videos comment and said that he doesn't listen to any more manosphere content anymore, and he's in a whole marriage. So there's a lot of married men that listen and take in the information, and listen to the content. So it's probably dropping. It's probably coming up more because this newer generation of guys, they on some other stuff.
Wow, yeah, that's interesting. I thought it would have been like more younger guys, but hey, BMT,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's
how
going
are you?
on?
BMT, do you know Will?
No, I don't. I don't at all. I don't. I don't. But if he's in the Manosphere, welcome. I always, I always miss the meetings when we get new people. I never get. I need. I. That's why I get in trouble. But I never know who's in the Manosphere anymore. So I'd be like, I don't even know who's in here. I don't even know in the space anymore. I'm like an outlier now. Like. On like 4 channels and 2 podcasts now. So I've been too busy to like shit. After I won my awards and got my money, I was out. I was like, shit. I got the damn golden ticket. Now everybody on my table, we eat, we make content, we make money, and we do good. I can always go back. Well, I've never left, but then again, I always do leave. I don't know. I'm a bastard child, so you can't really take me for it. Like I'm an atheist. Like I have women on my panel. You see that for yourself. Which shout out tomorrow. It's going to be an all women's panel. I won't be on it, so women will be running the BMT network for. So women will have control of a part of the space. They have control of part of the manosphere for only for 3 hours, probably 3 or 4 hours. It depends on them. So
Really? Okay. Maybe I need
so
to join.
yep, it's literally about y'all contraceptive rights, birth control, how y'all feel about being pushed into all kind of stuff. So I feel like we have the notion on y'all. So I feel like why not let y'all be on a panel? It's gonna be women of all different colors, backgrounds. But you gotta understand, only certain content creators probably get that leeway to do that. Like you understand, like certain people can do that where they can be in the space and have that card where they can have a female on there and still have their card of okay, he's still Manosphere, versus where it's just got to be an all guy kind of thing and circle jerk and all that other shit, or they got to talk about red pill and all that other men shit. And I'd be like, nobody talks about this shit off YouTube. Like nobody talks like this. What are y'all talking about? Nobody talks like this in my circles. And I'm a man of power before I've ever heard of this high value stupid shit that they believe in, like listening to their YouTube daddies. I never believed in none of this shit. I think it's all like a bunch of kids playing Power Rangers and shit. A bunch of dudes and girls. I find it funny. I usually show it to my friends when we go out drinking and, just, get some good laughs out of it and shit, dating and advice and shit. But I do have some people that definitely are interested in you, Brandy. You know what I'm saying? I also introduced you. We're going to be having a pageant. So I'm putting your name in. So I need to get on those nice little heels of yours. Yes, you probably might be in the pageant, and you're short. I might be able to win with you as my trick pony. If I can get you. I just got to get you in the pageant. I just need you. Do you have any skills or any talents? Can you sing, dance, do something? Damn it.
You know what? I cannot with you right now.
Okay, okay, this is fine. We'll work our way up with you. We'll figure out something. Just be.
I'll email you and figure it out. So wait, okay. So it sounds like you have one toe in the manosphere, one out.
I have to. Well, originally when I came to the Manosphere, I came out of fun. Again, like I said, I came through big homie O'Shea himself. Originally, we started out outside of the space, and uh, and I mean, like I said, I didn't mind it because see, when I came in, I was around the time back then when Tommy was blowing up, so I was just there, but I was just watching. But the dudes that were talking were predominantly older. So, and actually, to be fair, I was Manosphere 2.0. There's different versions of the Manosphere. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Um, and I would actually be Manosphere 2.0. After that, the 3.0, oh God, those dudes, they got issues. And then 2.5, and then we got the dark side. But then there's also the white manosphere and MGTOW and all them motherfuckers. Me, I really don't have too much connection with any of these people because I'm kind of more so in control of my life, and the talking points don't add up to me. But I definitely enjoy to listen. But I understand this is a space that can't be saved. So trying to appeal or talk to them is a waste of time. It's the thing about it. Like a lot of dudes go there, they're not going there to go get fixed or get healed or find out anything. They just go in there because it's a nice safe space to bitch. And that's it. It's nothing else. Like you could probably go there and might learn something, but shit. I mean, no offense, but like it's nothing else more. There's nothing else to anything. Like they listen to a 24-year-old avatar. I mean, listen to a bunch of dudes. I never seen any of these dudes with a woman. I never seen these dudes go out on a date. Never seen any of these men run a business. Somehow everybody is a six-figure corporate, high-end, whatever shit. And I'm like, damn, then that's good. Why y'all bitching about women? Why y'all still talking on YouTube? Like, people I know that are making moves aren't on YouTube. We're out here making fucking moves. Like, the fuck? Like, that's why they got mad. Oh, I got the hate mail when I did that baby mama one yesterday. But I was like, I don't give a shit. Y'all paid. There was a man who paid me to do that. He paid me to do that because nobody's getting help with child support. I'm like, yo, why don't we go hire a lawyer? All these high value dudes, ain't nobody hired a lawyer yet. Show me the wins. Show me the guy that's literally real time. Take y'all Igor or whoever the ugliest dude in the manosphere, use that game and show me him bagging a bad chick, like like one of the bad bitches in the club. If y'all can't do that, then you're full of shit. Just like, and I got smoke for the pink pill also. Some of the girls, they got some bitterment too over there. But, I get it. You go to your safety space, and get out there. As far as I can honestly tell y'all, with a lot of the stuff going on, 2021 is going to be real for a lot of people because motherfuckers, they ain't got no excuse now. Like, shit, if y'all ain't realized that, you got to step up your game. It doesn't matter. It just matters about what you can work with, and making it work. I have no problem talking to females and pulling them, but I'm also controlling my life. If I say I fuck with you, just like I fuck with Brandy, I'm gonna try to make you win. But I like that. I don't have a problem supporting men or women. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not conducive to your betterment, you know what I'm saying? I saw people happy about Future. And I'm like, nigga, that dude's a loser. Who the fuck cares about Future? You know what I'm saying? But, people get happy because they're more so chasing pussy rather than actually about, getting their bag, being in control of their life. Then they should worry about a relationship. Don't talk to me about no relationship if you ain't got your shit together. You off code. I mean, fuck y'all supposed to do, sit at home and play Nintendo? Fuck. I mean, then go get a hoe for that. You know what I'm saying? We big boys out here and big girls. So, I mean, that, like I said, but yeah, starting it off, what I'm saying? The brother, he's about music and being balanced. That's cool. That's cool. I definitely, hope to talk with you sometime. You know what I'm saying? I've already lost a few subscribers. I think I lost 100 subscribers this week. I lost 100 subscribers this week because I talked about child support. But I understood that, sometimes you got to tell people the truth. The Manosphere is predominantly run by dudes who are not literally, they're not in charge of families. They don't have marriages. And a lot of them have a hate for black people or have a certain type of narrative against black people. And that's just it. So in knowing that, you won't see nothing conducive. Like, I don't mind camming up me with my kids. I can do that. You see me do that. Because I want to show black men with their kids. I feel like that's what black men should be doing. Show these women that, yo, we do want to be with our kids. Show black men in power. You're not going to see that in this space because a lot of these dudes don't actually want to be around their kids or fuck with their kids. They'll say that in front of the gram or in front of YouTube. But let's be honest, if you really want to be with your kids, you know what I'm saying, you won't pay that drop. Instead of paying on that hoe or paying on that car, you try to get back with your kid. Same thing for the red pill shit. I don't buy it anymore. I don't buy red pill anymore because, you know, to me, it's just not realistic. Like, I get it. Okay, you got fucked over by a female. So have I. Women get fucked over by dudes all the time, B. And I mean, that just means, hey, like, that's the game. Everybody tries to get over everybody. But I mean, ultimately, you know, what's going to be your drive? You put yourself in a better predicament, question the right person. What do you want? Do you want to fuck, or are you trying to actually build something? And if they're not willing to invest in you, go out, date, go to a coffee shop, or put in that type of time and investment, they're not really for you. You know what I'm saying? If the dude up here now, if he really got a girl who's backing him, when he's like, hey, you know, I want to go to the music shop and look at some stuff. You know, he may not have the money altogether, but if she's like, hey, babe, let me put some of it, you know, help you out with getting that the new subwoofer, then that might be a girl who actually he might want to get with. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if it's somebody who's not going to support you or push you into that direction, like I asked the girl earlier, like, yo, what do you want to do this year? She couldn't answer the question. Then why would I want to talk to a female who doesn't know what she want to do with her life? You feel me? Versus the same thing for females. Y'all need to be talking to men that know what they want to be doing. If they ain't know what they want to be doing, then they're boys. Same thing for little girls. Nobody got time to be playing around with these little chumps. You know, be about your money. But that's my opening spark. So let's talk.
Nice, BMT. You know, I'll say one thing and then I'll let you go. I'll let you go, Will, because I know you probably got a lot to say. But yeah, it's funny because it's like if you try to promote men to level up and do better, it's like that's a bad thing. Because I had one commenter come into my channel saying, oh, you know, I earn $60,000 a year. And I'm like, well, that's okay. But, you know, everybody should want to make more money. Like the goal is to always to do better because, you know, to have a better life, to enjoy life, who wants to just work and pay bills? Like, you know, so I promoted to that person. I was like, you should want to level up and do what you need to do. And they got mad at that I said that. And I'm like, that's so weird. I'm like, I don't understand it. Go ahead, Will.
Well, first I do want to let Sweet K or whatever, let her know that you putting some mad toxic energy in this chat. So might want to check yourself while you talking all that shit over there.
What happened? What happened? Did we say something wrong?
Oh no. It's just the thing about the child support. She says y'all still talking about that same entire topic, child support. Oh my God, I'm not ever 1 year or whatever the case. But I didn't. The last how she ended that, or he, I don't know who that is. But all I know is it said is that they don't have nothing to take. Only non-black men got the bag. You sound like those Manosphere guys. When they say black women.
I got paid to talk about that, and I actually got paid. And not only that, I actually found a person, a legal attorney, to go actually get visitation. So I really, that's what I say. I don't think people really watch my content. I know Brandy was over there and she was enjoying herself, but I actually make moves for black people or just people in general. So if like the brother up here would say, hey man, I want to know about X, Y, and Z, me and my team are going to go find that information for him and do a show for him. I was even clowning myself during the show, but that's, like I said, I mean, we look for solutions, not to bitch. We look for solutions. Like I said, we're about solutions. All three of us up here. Now, this is not the year to be bitching. So go ahead, brother.
Yes, but yeah, Brandy. But to your point of what you were saying, but BMT said it though. A lot of guys. The problem is that these guys are just like you have guys who definitely want improvement. They want to get better because, like I said, they don't have a male figure in their life. They don't have a life coach. They don't have a mentor. They don't have nobody. And they just so happen to stumble upon the Manosphere, and it's giving the message, or kind of is delivered to them as something that resonates with them. But a lot of it definitely can be wrapped into a lot of misinformation, or just kind of to lead you astray. Because a lot of guys just want to know, because a lot of these guys are who are the content creators are pushing a lot of bullshit. I'm gonna be quite honest about it. I mean, it's pushing a lot of bullshit as far as game and things like that. And a lot of these guys don't want to level up. They don't want to get better. They don't want to self improve. They don't want to get in the gym. They don't want to get their finances right. They just want to chase women or find a way to get women when they don't have nothing. And I've been ridiculed for just giving advice like, hey, dude, how about start buying some cologne? I mean, you smell a scent is really important. Buy cologne, invest in cologne, invest in the wardrobe, or learn about hedge funds.
Get a haircut at least. Get a haircut.
Get a haircut. I mean, learn
Yeah,
about a
get a haircut
IRA.
every now and then.
Appreciate your money. Don't blow money on a charger, and save up, because that's a fucking note.
The charger here in LA, they're trying to get Lambos. I don't know where here in LA they're trying to get the Lambo.
You're in the land of the impossibly to make it. Shit, I'm in Houston. It's affordable here. Okay, it's affordable.
Well, Houston
here.
is like LA the South. Houston is like LA the South. To be honest, I love it.
Hey, man, our gas prices are definitely not like $6 a gallon though.
So
crazy over there. I would be riding a bike too. I didn't understand it until I was like went to LA and I saw the gas price. I was like, what the heck? Oh, no wonder people
gas prices
bikes.
ridiculous. But hey, Brandy.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, boo.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. But salute to the panel. But I'm gonna have to agree with boy when it comes to this real quick. A lot of these dudes is delusional. A lot of this stuff isn't applicable in the real world. A lot of this stuff is rhetoric. Certain scenarios it could be used with probably a damaged female, but the majority of females, you got to come a little something more clever instead of that elementary pimp game type stuff. You got to actually have the ability to be able to show something. And with game, it's pretty much the path of least. It's either the path of least resistance or the ability to get maximum results with less effort. So literally, I do 10% while she brings in 90%. It's an unbalanced type of correlation. It's something that I don't know. Only damaged women would go for. Only damaged women would go for a scenario where they would be with a dude that can't be able to be just a man, where he don't necessarily have to be a super rich person. Just a man that can be able to have his own car, his own money, own job, own business, connections, the ability to be able to navigate in life where he ain't relying on a woman to give him 100% of all his income. I know dudes, I'm going to say it again. I know a dude that's 25 with 7 kids. And he crying about how he got to pay $400 a month on each kid. So that's literally
crazy. You know what, Jonathan? That's funny you bring that up, because it's like the argument too is, women aren't submissive. Well,
he got the most submissive. They literally love his dirty draws. I don't understand it, but he got to pay $28 a month. Times that by 12, that's $33,000 in child support every year for 18 years. Let's do that. That's $604,000. Let's put it on the interest of 15%. So that's around $90,000 in interest. So that would be around $800,000 that he got to pay for 18 years. That's pretty much me doing the math right then and there. For 7 kids, interest, and also payments, accumulated and compound interest. You know, they got to make as much money possible off of this situation. So, you know, they hit a lick.
Jeez, well, I just got one. Thank God.
The state and his baby mamas hit a lick due to the fact that his family got money, but he a complete bum off the fact he lazy. His family got money, he don't put the money into no good use.
That's a lot.
So you brought up the Lori Harvey thing, and I did a whole talk on that a while ago. I talked with all.
Yeah, I agree with Lori.
I talked with the Pick-me's, the Pick-me Brigade. They're pretty nice. They weren't mean to me. When I talked with the divestment and all the other groups. So you're on to a Lori Harvey and a Michaelbjordan talk. Just, I'm putting on my professional cap for a minute. So what is the direction that you want to address it? Talking about it.
We kind of talked about it in the beginning, BNT, but if you kind of want to go back to that, I was saying that I think the relationship is a publicity stunt because, Michaelbjordan has only been caught with white women. So what makes Lori Harvey so special now?
Now,
why are they putting so much PDA out there? Like they're calling each other little names now, being really extra in the media. They are.
To be fair, during the screening or during the time when it was building up for Black Panther, everybody thought that Michael B was dating white women or white girls. He actually had a black girlfriend. They actually got caught on the beach in the Red Sea. Like she was with him. But the thing about it was he was just more private about that. And just like he started, like he's kind of a weird dude. Like I'm just being honest. Like he's really a weird dude. Like I think another time, I think they came out during the blast time to think he was, gay because he was playing around with his what do you call it? The dude who coordinates your closet. I forgot closet. Organizer. I can't believe that's actually a job. But the guy, like Michael B made a joke to him, and he said, "Oh my God, I think Michael B is bisexual." Like the dude likes doing stuff like that. So I wouldn't put it past him with Lori, but also I also have to be realistic about it that Lori Harvey is a model. She's a model. If we know anything about Michaelbjordan, he is now going into fashion and clothing. It's only natural that those two would actually start clicking up. Lori's mother, if anybody knows anything about Marjorie is a clothes designer. She makes clothing, and I mean like Dolce, Gabbana.
The Black Kris Jenner.
So she's up there, and her daughter's trying to say like, listen, I may be not a Kardashian, but damn it, I'm gonna give them a run for their money, especially out here. And then, to be fair, she's gone up from 1 million to 2.6 million, I believe. Her net worth is starting to climb and grow. So being with Mr. 2020, Sexiest Man Alive, it is a good political move, as well as sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, regardless of what people say. She had the bad girl image with Future. She cleaned it up. And why do I sound like a publicist? God damn it. But, sometimes females don't mind taking pictures. Like, let me take a picture in this around these people, get the spike, get people talking, get the buzz around. Because she's not rolling on her daddy's she's not rolling on her daddy and mommy's piggy bank. She's not rolling on Steve Harvey or Marjorie's piggy bank. She's only like the other kids. I think they have more money than she does. So she's literally getting in the mud. I know people think she's a lot lazy, but again, models have to work, and it's not easy doing that job. I have a few people I know that do modeling. Listen, you don't get paid that much unless you're at the top. Tyra Banks herself even talked about it. Anybody who's ever done modeling, or I was a camera guy, they don't get paid that much. The camera guy gets paid more than them. They're there just to get their name out, and hopefully they'll get endorsements. So Dolce Gabbana, she's mainly doing European stuff. So you're going to see her over there, mainly doing more so foreign. She don't get paid when she's in the States. She gets paid more so being out there. So her doing more photo ops with Michael B, that's pretty good. But she's trying to get her name out there to get picked up. Maybe they might do some photo shoots together. And you know what I'm saying, get picked up, do some shoe clothing lines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's honestly the big game changer. If she gets lucky, she may want to start trying to bump heads, because you got to think about it. She's trying to get in the circle with Michael B and Hollywood people, Hollywood executives and different people like that could probably get her close to, like, hey, maybe I might bump into a Riri, maybe bump into a
That's
Rihanna.
like Vanessa Williams did. That's what Vanessa Williams did. That's literally what Vanessa Williams did. After she did Playboy, she got involved with production companies and actually did some stuff with Schwarzenegger, and also several films throughout the years. Pretty much 15 years. So if she does what you mentioned as well, BMT, start enterprising, getting more business involved, marketing, creating her own line, Lori line, she can be able to generate traffic, money, income, and also establish that prestige outside of pretty much Steve Harvey. So she don't even need it. I'm worth $100 million to $1 billion by herself. So I actually support the fact that it's business. Right. It's a smart business move.
No, and that's true. So every time you got to think about it, whether y'all talk about her or not. And listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, in the industry, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
No,
there's no such thing as bad.
Not here in LA. Hell no.
So whether we put her name in the title, talk about her, that stuff, that's just boosting up her analytics of relevancy. And it's like feeding the dragon. I mean, y'all think, oh man, the Kardashians, Kim peed on down her leg while wearing a dress. Who gives a shit that she peed on her leg? I've seen them do worse. So, but y'all brought up her name. So guess what? You made her relevant. That's how they feed on that kind of stuff. That's the industry. It's a beast. So, so she's about that smoke, and she's about her paper. You don't see her making no babies. You don't see her doggone getting caught in any kind of crazy scandals. You don't see her making no sex tape. You barely seen her show a nipple, no clitoris or nothing like that. That's winning. See, when you start showing off your goods, you start losing value. You start decreasing in value. But as long as you keep them guessing, I mean, no offense, but she does teacher and get pregnant. So that means she's not trying to slow down her bag. So people can say whatever they want about her, but she's still eating. You're talking about her from the cafeteria table. She's sitting in the VIP laughing it up with her friends. So she's not losing any sleep. I don't know. Like I said, I don't got no smoke against her, because, I mean, how are we preaching about, especially in this space? And I know where Brandy pulled that from watching the video. You can't talk about pump and dump and not say that Lori's not the GOAT of domestic. Because literally she's pumping and dumping through high value men, following the hypergamy blueprint of your Kevin Samuels Jesus, and literally doing the divestment move. And literally everything you're talking about in these spaces, she's doing it, and she's not fucking up. So literally, and she still has a banging body. But then all them people say about her, she got a nose job. But if that's it, then I mean, shit. I mean, then ultimately she's winning. She's ultimately winning. So
I agree. Everybody was looking at her when she was dating Future. They thought she was gonna get pregnant. She didn't get pregnant.
Oh, Brandy.
Future literally knocks up every woman he dates, but he did not knock her up.
Oh, Brandy, you can't get too close to Future. If he breathes on you, you probably might get 2 months pregnant in. You might gotta be careful.
Yeah, man. Future, he got like 8 on 8 that we know of. He probably got like 15 for 15 when it comes to kids to baby mama ratio. That's not a that's not a good ratio.
He's on the 20 range.
He's hitting 20.
You guys, it's been about an hour. Y'all know I don't like to go too long on these things. Do y'all have
Brandy? I just had to show support, though. I just had to show support and salute to your guests, and BMT, salute to you. Can I get the first final moments before the final thoughts?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay. Subscribe to Real Deal Financial. I just got done helping a lot of Black women get into their businesses and getting to their stocks. So subscribe to Real Deal Financial. Book a consultation at bhmdf25@gmail.com. Brandy, thank you. I always subscribe and support your channel. I'm gonna share and like your video as well. BMT, respect to you. And brother that got the hat on, I didn't catch your name, but salute to you as well. Diamond Princess, salute to you. Bab, I see you. I see you in the chat. Everybody have a nice, blessed day. And, let's get to this money, y'all.
Thank you, Jonathan. I'm gonna have to find your channel. Why don't you post it in the chat?
Post it in the chat.
Well, I guess
go ahead, BMT.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, listen, any of the ladies, and I gotta email me as soon as possible, Brandy, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. I am serious. I'm not going to be running I'm not gonna really be running BMT. I might get on to help somebody, but I'm not gonna do any shows. 4 p.m. Y'all can check it on BMT, Business Minded Talk. It's going to be run by women only. It's going to be run by y'all. We're going to be talking about contraceptive rights. We're going to be talking about birth control. We're going to be talking about, I ain't going to talk about that shit because I'm not a woman. But I'm going to allow y'all women to talk about this stuff because this is something I feel like it's a women's in-house conversation. Mainly the main thing I will be doing is sitting in the chat, modding, making sure that nothing disrespectful is said to the women on the panel or what's going on in there. But this will be the one time that the women ever probably, well, I won't say one time, but this will be the first time that that the women will have control of a channel, of a men's channel to talk about what they want to. I think they chose contraceptive rights and birth control. So I guess that's a big deal to y'all. I don't know what the fuck all that shit does. I read up like 2 books and I talked to an OBGYN and I said, you know what, why don't we just let the women talk about it? So that's what we're going to do. You don't have to be a mother. You just got to be a natural born woman. I got to be careful. You know who you are. You have to be a natural born woman to talk about this. So there's no hate against, you rainbow people. I know I love y'all, but I got to let the women like Brandy and other women, doesn't matter. I just want y'all to go up there. You don't have to be black. I just want y'all to go up there and talk about how do y'all feel. Do y'all feel y'all ever get pressured into having babies? Do y'all feel like, hey, you haven't hit a wall mark? Do y'all ever feel like, hey, some of these things are dangerous? We want to know. We hear a lot about, hey, the man should have rights over y'all womb, or, well, not over the womb, but over the child. But I'm like, once it's in the woman, it's kind of up to her. And I told one guy, like, hey, sometime when you bust up in a woman, they roll to the side and go in that dresser drawer and take that Plan B pill or go in the bathroom and get that and dump that out real quick. He said, women won't do that. And believe it or not, 23 women in the chat all agree that they have taken a contraceptive pill at some time because they did not want to have a baby, or they were not ready, or they felt like they were being pressured. So,
and that's funny, BMT. That's funny you say that because, men try to trap women all the time.
Brandy, somebody try to trap you? Brandy had to look to the side like, oh man, I didn't know the trap game was real.
This isn't about me.
Like to say about me. Well, tomorrow you can talk it on my channel in a safe space. So y'all can talk. Us dudes will just watch. We will watch. We will have nothing to say.
I should be able to make it if I can. I'm definitely going to stop by for sure.
Oh, I want you. I definitely want you on the panel. We want to hear from y'all females. Tell Janae I definitely want her fire, her zest. So that way I'm sure she has a lot of shit to say. So bring our spark, and fire over there. Tell her don't worry. She gets to talk all the shit she wants, but let it be about this is y'all time, not to focus on the men, but focus on y'all and have y'all sisterhood moment. It's going to be run predominantly by Sheila E. She's a very cool older woman, but she's very balanced in talking with younger women and older women. So, and she's also a mother too. So I definitely want it, where y'all women can talk about it. And that's something that we need to know. are men trying to trap women? We hear that women are getting these abortions, but it's a different story when a man busts up in y'all and lies about it, and then you're like, oh,
That's
you
so
just
true.
did that. Like, I'm fucked.
That is facts.
It's a I can't lie. I have done that before, and she just looked at me and started crying. Like, I can't believe you just did that. You know, I missed my pill. You did that. I'm like, wait. She's like, you need to go to CVS now. Like, get out and go now. Like, she was not playing with me. Like, she was just crying and screaming on. I think she cursed at me for like 20 minutes. But yeah, so I thought y'all liked that. Y'all, you can't say I want a baby, but then start crying if we. I don't understand y'all. Y'all so full of shit.
Oh God, that's way. Well, what you gotta say?
Well, I can attest that I have never done that before. Man, my son is here in the world just for the simple fact that he was made out of love. So at the time, she's a bitch now, but you know, it is what it is with her. But at the end of the day, I appreciate it, Brandy. You hit me up. I was actually very, very surprised. We have not done anything since that last what was that? That last thing that we did on Zoom.
I
Solo.
think it was you. Yeah, it was you, me, and Solo. We did that video.
Yeah. Some time back. So I was surprised that you hit me up or you had me in your thoughts. It's really interesting. I left the Manosphere and gosh, shoot, I've just been trying to do me. I've turned my channel into more of a commentary thing, social commentary. So I just comment on things that I see, get my thoughts and opinions, and of course I do my streams 3 times a week. And yeah, I'm just doing me. My channel is just me and all my interests in the real me and not the angry me, that phase in my life. And that's why, yeah, like I said, that's why I rebranded my channel to open it up so people can actually
and that's why Will, I wanted to connect with you because I kind of wanted to see how your life is going without being in the Manosphere. You know, are you happier?
Am I? What? Man, I feel so less stressed and especially when I stopped making the content because I felt like I was trying to force to keep up some facade that was not truly who I am or embodied me. So yeah, I'm more happier with my girlfriend of a year and a half. We're happy. My music career is getting ready to take off pretty soon. Hopefully 2021 just kind of lets up. 2020 was a major bitch. Stopped a whole bunch of stuff. So hopefully the music industry can get going. It's really harder for new artists right now. Like if you're a new artist, anybody that might see this, or it's bad. It's bad right now. So hopefully 2021 lets up and things can get back going. So my stuff can get back going. But the future looks bright. Couldn't be happier. I don't miss it. I don't miss the toxicity. I don't miss the delusion. I don't miss the frustration masked in the fact you get no pussy. And that's another thing I had to realize. I have no problem getting women. I never had a problem getting women. I had to really ask myself, I was like, why am I bitching? Like, I don't have I can go on anywhere and not struggle getting a woman. So what am I bitching about? Like I've never had a drought unless I had to. So yeah, it was a lot that was not making sense after a while. So
well,
yeah,
that's good. I'm happy for you, Will. I'm happy for your success. What's your channel again, so people know?
My channel is now my artist name J.VERSEZ. That is verses with a Z. So J.VERSEZ. Pretty much do a wide variety of things. All my interests. Got a lot of things planned, vlogs. Now because I do gaming streams 3 times a week, kind of topics and things like that. And yeah, my videos again, they're just social commentary. Sometimes I might give some advice, life advice, like I just did a video not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, talking about like how like my shallow dating standards almost destroyed me. So yeah, just having those shallow standards, and that's how I ended up in what my life right now. Just dealing with a woman that I'm attached to for the next 18 years.
So what advice would you give like some of these men out here who are just trying to like better their life and not try to worry about, you know, all the toxic content?
Stop obsessing about women. Pussy is not everything. It really isn't. Like that's where vagina is not your solution. And yeah, just gotta work for focus on self. Focus on self, love on yourself. A lot of guys think that they can be completed with a woman, and that's one thing I've learned. A woman is not going to complete you. A woman wants you completed. She wants to assist you, and because a woman wants a completed man, and woman shouldn't be crucified for that, because that's how it's always been. You know, men have to bring majority to the table, and a woman kind of, you know, cultivates that and assists you in inspiring you and things like that. So you got to get your shit together. Find out what you want to do. Find your path. Uh, cleanse your circle of people who don't serve a purpose for you, and people that breathe inspiration and motivation to get you to where you want to be in life. Because bitching, moaning, and complaining isn't gonna do anything. It's not gonna get you to from point A to point B, so you can make it to C, which is the overall success in your life. So that's what I would say. Anybody, just women are an investment. It's very pricey. Women have standards of being taken on dates, and it's you got to get your shit together. Gotta get your shit together.
And you know what? Will, like, you know, like these men don't understand. Like, if you have your shit together, you know, the woman will follow you. I mean, that's a fact. You know, that's how it works.
Well,
I know that's how I operate. Like, I'm definitely going to be submissive to my man if he's leading me.
That's what well, you know, 1 + 1 is supposed to equal 2, but sometimes guys make 1 + 1 equal like 55 or something. I don't know.
They're in the chat fighting me about getting pregnant. I don't know why.
I'm looking at you, what you're writing. I'm like, BMT, what are you talking about?
Okay. I'll go. I'll talk. I'll try to talk to them in the chat.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining the panel. I appreciate it. Will, it was a pleasure talking to you. We got to do some more stuff together.
Sure.
And BMT, you know, I got love for you. You know, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm letting y'all know.
Listening to you talk your shit.
I'm just saying, like, listen, y'all know how fast your IG will blow up with a nice, swollen, glowing belly. Like, that's it. Like, pregnant bellies are in. I want you to know. And you'll get your stimulus check 2 weeks early. So I don't know why y'all are playing. Yeah. Like I said.
Double the stimulus money too.
Yep.
For
I'm just saying. Brandy, imagine how fast your IG will grow. Especially if you had twins, brown babies with blue eyes. Goddamn. Oh.
Listen, my IG is growing. Okay, I got my IG.
I'm just saying. We have a Discord list of women that we are counting on in 2021. I already put it on the prayer line. Who I know is on there. Y'all better hope that Marina don't fail y'all. I already know some of y'all.
All right, well, let's get out of here, you guys. Thank you guys for joining. And you guys like the video, please make sure you like the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace out, peoples.